Salute guys, the Outta. Ciphers the Maya, Ciphers the Maya, Ciphers the Maya. Back with another public service announcement. Back with another public service announcement. Gents, I hope you guys are feeling good this morning. Salute guys, that was Ciphers the Maya. Back with another episode of the public service announcement. The Maya, we got young OG in the spot. Salute.
Salutas. Respect, my brother.
OG, what's it, Jana, bro?
I'm alhamdulillah, and you, my bro.
Lekker, man. First of all, it's just nice to have you here, my brother, man.
Yeah,
just
finally.
know that you were supposed to be part of the first seasons, man. Don't worry, bro. I always had you, bro.
Shukran, bro.
This is lang, bro.
Die
Kaap
is
van
baie.
man.
Baie lang.
My podcast is 6 was a losse, man. Bro. But anyways, that being said, bro, I know who you are, bro. I know you. I know the journey, you know, and I was blessed enough to see it from the early days, bro, man. But for the main, so didn't get the opportunity, just a little bit introduction. Who is Young OG and the rapping, bro? Where did it all start for you, bro?
Salutas, ladies and gentlemen. It's young OG CPT. The boy from Rocklands, Mitchell's Plain, representer. You know? That's the vibes. OG CPT, I am... You know, it all started in high school already. Actually, you're telling me here that you've been there from the first days. It was actually from day one.
Yeah.
And we came there to his studio in the radio and we just rapped there, you know.
Salute.
On the Ciphers sessions. But yeah, I'm young OG CPT, I feel like I'm one of the new generation's pioneers in this rap game right now. And yeah, you can just check me
now,
out,
if you look at the old days in high school compared to like how the world is now, obviously there's things like Instagram, there's TikTok now. Now you can almost go viral in Kaxin. What has that been like if you look at the early days to where you're at right now?
You know, I actually started like that, my bro.
Yes.
You must know that back in the day, it was just every week a video in the car.
Yeah.
And the video was, that time it was such a video was gevaarlijk, you know. Not in the straight one.
As like a landscape in the car.
And then we just rap there in the car and whatever. So I started when there was social media and whatever, but it wasn't as big as it is right now.
Right now, yeah.
You know, but it was there and it helped me a bit. But right now, my bro, you can blow up in like one day because of social media.
Go viral, bro. Now, listen, do you think, like, if you look at that early days when you used to do that videos, what was the men's feedback when you used to slap it once in the car?
You know, most of the times they say, nah, gevaarlijk and whatever, but 100% of the time say, yo, this bro just want to sound like youngster.
Okay. Is that what the men's told you before?
Yeah, all the time. Up until today, my bro. They're wising me that.
Now, you must on the podcast, I must set the record straight, bro.
Okay, I'm going to set the record straight now for everybody. You know, I've been getting these comments. Nah, this bro want to be like youngster. You want to rap like youngster.
Okay.
Since 2018. It's 2024 right now. Number one. This is how I speak. I come from Cape Town. I speak like a colored boy, colored man, whatever you want to call it. So when I rap, how else do you expect me to sound when I rap? Because I can't rap now in another, yo, my name is Young OG and I did it for the...
Because this is
you know, that's who I am.
Yeah.
So because he was one of the main pioneers, right? And they heard, everybody's ears got accustomed to how he sounds. So as soon as I came in, that was the only sound that there was that time here in Cape Town, you know? That was you know, big. And then when I came in, it just, nah, this bro want to sound just like youngster, brah. I don't want to sound like youngster. This is just how I talk, and this is how I will rap.
It's interesting you say that. If I look at American rappers, if you think of like Lil Durk and King Von them and all those kind of stuff, even in the early days when the man was rapping and you heard the sounds, maybe if they were from Atlanta, if they were from Georgia, if they were from Chicago, they all sounded like that because that's where they're from.
Exactly. Yes.
So now, so the thing is, maybe this is one person that sounds like that who happens to be a Cape colored person from the city. You also you have a different story.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's very possible that some of the dialects could sound similar, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now for you, I mean, was it something that you had to, like, how can I say, break through? For mensen like, my bro, ek is hy bro nie.
Yeah, my bro, I always had to break through that because that was the stigma around my name for forever, you know? But yes,
we must also, but it's fine. We can.
It's fine, yes, obviously. I'm just saying yes for like them and like.
Yeah.
Kaigid, you see, I've been doing it. If I was a copycat or whatever, I think I would have died down in the first day or so to copy someone. You can't copy someone.
Yeah.
So I've been graphing, I've been doing me, you know? It's been now 5 years, 6 years actually. So it's just me being me, guys. I just sound like a colored.
Yes.
That's all you're hearing. I sound like a...
For you, what is the reason why? I mean, what inspired you to into hip hop though? Like, I mean, what is one of the reasons you check? Nah, bro, ek kan nogal dit doen.
ik kan nogal dit doen.
Yeah.
So if you put it like that, there's two ways you can ask me this question is, what made you fall in love with music?
Yes.
Then I can tell you when I fell in love with this craft, back in the day. But when you ask me, what did you, if this man can also do it, I can also do it. If you're going to
Okay.
tell me in such a way,
Yes.
then I will give you a different answer, So when I
Give
fell
me
in
both
love,
then.
so when I fell in love with music was listening to Notorious B.I.G. It was
Okay.
actually first Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Michael Jackson, Chris Brown at the start. Then I used to sing at all the school concerts.
So did you do moonwalk and sikakak?
My bro, I used to dance, bro. I used to dance.
That's why you're a dancer.
I was a dancer, bro.
Nou, pas the move, bro.
But that's the
What
thing. I
possible?
can't dance anymore.
You can't
I got
dance
so
anymore?
heavy, I can't anymore move like
Okay.
I used to move back in the day. But as I was saying, I started to sing there on the school concerts, but then Mukalaf happened.
Yes.
My voice broke.
Voice broke,
And
okay.
you try to sing now, it's not anymore hitting those notes, man. And then I check, okay, how can I still do this?
The baby voice was a voice that could not tell.
My bro, I used to slightly Justin Bieber. If I could just die in your arms.
Asu. But you said it after.
it's not there anymore.
I just did. It used to sound much different when it was
used-
like a higher
Hey bro, the kinders used to phone me. Nah?
Okay.
From school. That time it's phone calls. Then they phone me. Then I go into my mommy's cupboard in the room.
Huh?
And I'm on the phone. I close the cupboard, my bro. Then they say, please sing for us. Then I
then you said you must not for them.
I could just die. The kinders loved it, bro.
Ah! Listen here. So did it help you pick up any girls in the early days?
Yes, bro. I think
you-
this
did
was
you-
the main reason I picked up girlies because I was so,
Did you ever much that you used to like sing to like maybe sit in a lounge and kaka like lam about join sing for? Nah, you never. No, I'm talking about the early
I
days.
did.
You
Yes.
did, yeah.
I did.
And so now with the transition now into hip hop, where
yeah.
did that happen?
That happened was now when I got Mukalaf. I couldn't sing anymore. And
Okay.
I still want to be in this craft.
Yeah, a musician.
And then me and my friend Scooty, we start listening to Notorious B.I.G. grade 9 side from
Okay.
grade 9. And it's just Notorious B.I.G. every single day for years. And you can hear actually in my starting raps, I used to rap like him. Bam da dum da 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 da.
Yeah.
That's how I rap. You know
Yes.
that flow. So he made me fall in love with rap. But if you're gonna ask me the question, now we're getting to this part now. So who showed you that now you can do it? I'm gonna be honest. It was youngster.
Okay.
From Cape Town.
Yes.
He showed me like, yeah, this man can also do it. It's not just in the people in America that
Nah,
can
I also
tell.
do it, yeah, because that was also gave you like a feel, like, how can I say the realization, maybe someone from my city can do it, then why can't I?
Salute.
Nah, I got you, bro. And now, listen, now just taking a few seconds back here, my bro, you said you're Notorious B.I.G. in the early days. Top 3 B.I.G. tracks, or that you listened to in the early days?
Top 3 B.I.G. tracks. So the first one would definitely have to be Going Back to Cali. It was his
Okay.
last song he released before he died.
Yeah.
Then number 2 would have to be Give Me the Loot.
Give Me the
It's a vibe and it's a story that nobody else can tell such a story.
Yeah.
And then the last one I have to give it to One More Chance.
One More Chance.
One More Chance. Yeah.
Give me the
That's,
loot, give us go a stukje from the number there. I
from
don't
which
know.
one? Give Me the Loot.
I just want to hear go.
It's, Give me the loot, give me the loot. I'm a bad boy. Give me the loot, give me the loot. I'm a bad boy.
Nah, I know the song. I just wanted to test you there, man. I'm a real big
Yeah.
fan.
I'm a real
So,
big
so
fan.
since you were listening to Biggie, does that mean you weren't listening to Tupac?
Yes.
Were you not a Tupac fan?
I'm still not a Tupac fan.
You know
and
what?
I'm just.
For as long as we've been friends, I don't think we can be friends anymore after
Is it?
You know what? You know, I love you, but you tell me you don't get in Tupac and we can't be friends. Dude. It's just your bro. Yeah, I can
Nah.
the podcast. The only
Kijk,
bro that I ever heard in my whole life say don't like Tupac. Get the fuck out of here.
That's just me.
So you wouldn't listen to West Coast bangers?
I don't listen
At
to
all?
Tupac. The only song I listen to Tupac is Hit 'Em Up. Because it was so
You
cool.
telling me you never rap Dear Mama to your mommy yet? When I
never.
was younger
When-
and my mama had me.
That's a good song,
17.
but I
You
didn't.
never?
Now on Mother's
Another
Day,
song.
I
You
play
use
for my
that number?
mama from Boys to Men.
Mama.
Not Tupac, my bro.
Maar bro, ik kan tell you is broers out here to go down now Dear Mama. Hit them up.
I don't know.
Hit 'em
I
up,
know
Dear
Hit 'Em
Mama.
Up, yeah. I just know Hit 'Em Up.
So many tears. Don't know.
I don't know, bro. I didn't listen to it. I'm being quite honest.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. My respect for you was here, but just like went down a bit. Still love you.
Nah, it's alright, man, bro. It's alright. Kijk, for me, that is like Liverpool and Manchester
I hear you.
United, man.
You know what?
Sinzai.
The funny thing is, we had the conversation about this before. I feel like there's no correlation. You can't compare the two because they're two different people.
Yeah,
One's a
exactly.
storyteller, one's an activist. One was a just storyteller. Tupac can't tell a story like Biggie. But Biggie couldn't talk about the street as much as like Tupac could, you know what I mean? Anyways, another story. That's for another day. So now, when it comes to you and the hip hop at your grand, right now, who are so yes, Young CPT was one of them. Any other local mates that you were fucking with in the early days?
That time.
Yeah.
Not in the hip hop scene.
Not in the hip hop
to be
scene.
honest.
Okay.
That Cream Machine and I fuck with them now.
Yes.
But those people I only started to know after Young.
Years later, okay.
Not that.
So you don't know that early Isaac Newton stuff?
I know of them now, yes, but not that time. That time I was listening to Emo Adams and Lukman Adams. That is what I was into. But I know Isaac Newton. I know Garlic Brown. I know those underground people as well. Because I have to take note of the game.
So did you go visit any ciphers and stuff like in the early days, like rap battles and stuff?
Yes, my bro. That's how I started, bruh. It wasn't all fun. Roses and kusistas.
Yes.
It was actually, like Chipanex and whatever. That's how life was. You have to go everywhere, me bro. You have to put yourself in ciphers. That is how I met Usrik at one of his open ciphers on a Tuesday, Wednesday morning.
Yeah, just Tuesday morning.
We come there and I'm rapping and there's the yellow mensen there. And I just come, I'm small like, okay, bah, here we go, my turn. And I kill it there. Vice Usrik, yeah, the time was not yet done. Yeah, the time was not yet done, bro. The mensen just so.
Kijk eens, hij always, you know what, give us bro another go. What's another go again? What should I run it back? You want another beat? Yeah, what do you want?
Here we go again. And I just gave it and I gave it. But because that time, the rapping was all I knew, man. I eat, sleep, shit, rapping. You know
what? And I can say this on the podcast also. What I admire is your consistency, bro. Like like lots of mana, I feel like gave up along the way. And because I remember even in the early days, if you're talking about that time and you were there, no, and like you started, I remember telling me, this is my dream. I'm gonna do this thing, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And to keep it going, because I know men to fall along the wayside, bro. Because we actually had a conversation with another artist, and I was telling about all the MCs that used to come to the Cypher session. You remember how it was Bansla, man?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yes, bro.
Where is it, man? Nah, you know what I mean? Like lots of there's lots of new people currently now, and that they popped up all over, and they've heard about the show and stuff like that, but they weren't there for that wave when the ciphers were happening. And I look at the most amount of those people, they're not here, bro.
Shame, man. And maybe they just didn't have that consistency.
That's what I'm saying now. So salute to you for pushing on, man. You know what I mean?
Or it could just be their circumstances, man. Shame that took them out of stuff, you know. But shukran, me bro. Yeah, continue. I cap nut, brother.
And I mean, how are you able to keep the music going? Look, this is not. Remember, this is the PSA podcast, so we have real conversations now. So now you know life is real. You know, life is life. You know, means number one, you need to support your family. You need to make sure the house is correct. You know what I mean? You need to make sure. Look, you have a lighty too, right?
Yes, sir.
So now. How do we say, like in the early, I always think about this because I know also rappers in the early days, and I think to myself, you know what, how did you keep your goal going? Like I want to be this rapper now, but I must also take a crew and to bring home to the familia. So how did I balance out time for work and my talent? Because not everyone's blessed enough for your parents to say, "Vijay, what is alright, you can rap." What alles goed. You know what I mean? That's not people aren't afforded that. So how did you like manage to juggle it all?
You know, with that times when I used to come to the Cypher, I just finished school, man. So life was going good. I'm a young teenager coming everywhere, rapping here, rapping there, rapping here. And then life happened. I fell pregnant. I say I fell pregnant because you both pregnant, man. Maybe she goes through the pain, but we both fell pregnant.
I caught that something else.
That time,
bro. Who's blasting up in you, bro? Just have me in advice, you could advise me your kindness all time. Is she really a girl? Nah, okay, but go on. You say, we pregnant, okay?
And so we fell pregnant, you know. And then at that moment, I had to decide, hey, what am I gonna do now? But I decided to, like you say, stay consistent, persevere. I left everything, bruh. I left university. I'm not encouraging anybody to do this. This was just my
journey, for sure,
in life, you know, to get me where I am right now. I left university, started to work here and there. So I had to juggle the working life with the rapping life because this is still my main goal. You know, that's what I love, doing the rapping stuff. So I had to juggle it, and the wife I had to see to, the baby I had to see to. Sometimes your parents, whoever you have to see to, you know. I started pushing more, and actually right now, Young OG is not just a musician, you know, it's a brand. I started venturing into different things, and I told myself, okay, cool, to actually be able to pay for your rent wherever you're living.
Yes.
To be able to see to your wife's needs, your son's necessities, the school fees and everything, for yourself even,
Yes.
your car, whatever, if you have a car, you're gonna have to put in the work. So it's all about the mindset, man. You have to stay focused, and you have to know what your goal is for at the whether it be the end of the month or the end of the day or the end of the year. This is what I'm working for.
So that's what I guess that's what I'm trying to get into. What kept you motivated to say, weet jy wat? Like to say, I'm gonna keep it going instead of saying, weet jy wat? Nee, ek kan nie meer rap my bro. Ek moet my werk gaan kyk aan. You know what I mean? Because some people had to do that. I mean, so then what kept you motivated to be like, nah, man, I can't verlaat this dream, man.
You know, it's the main thing that kept me motivated is my son.
Yes.
That was the main thing.
Is he a fan of yours, by the way?
I'm gonna be quite honest now. This is the PSA podcast.
There's a piece of, yeah. He's not a fan of yours.
He rather asked to listen to Ricky van die Frontline and
Okay.
Temple Boys.
Now, you know what? That's,
And Culture Gang.
You know what?
Am I now a Culture Gang?
That's when you know it's honest, because if anyone
Sinjay.
says a light is a fan or is really a fan of theirs, and they're probably lying, bro. Yeah.
Even
maybe a yes man or so.
Exactly. There
And
we
maybe
go.
maybe the side of the yes be like, nah, daddy, you are right. I think you can be better though. But I got my favorites. But that's also when it's close to home. It is like it. It is like it. Okay. But you rap to him though, by the way.
Yeah, I rap to him. And they keep you grounded, man. Sinjay, I think that is also one of the main things that you need in life, to stay grounded. Once you're grounded, then nothing can blow you over.
Yeah.
You know that saying. So
You know what? And before you go on, also I remember seeing a video. I think you performed at, I think it was at under 18. At under 18 part, it was like I think your lighty was also. I don't know if your lighty was there as well. It was a paar years back, but I think you performed on the same stage as someone that you mentioned earlier.
oh, okay, yes, I know
and,
exactly.
and I remember watching that, and for me, I knew this was also a very pivotal moment for you, because you hadn't been on these kind of stages with all these lighties, and I saw that for the first time. I want to know, what was that like for you?
Yo, my bro, shout out to first and foremost, shout out to Robin Peters. It was
Yes.
his show. It's a love thing.
Yes.
Volume something, and it was at this massive lake type of
Quarry.
place,
The
the quarry, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is I used to perform in front of like 500. It was the most 500. They around 250, 350, so 1,000. But this place was 2,500 people.
Okay.
Just slamming in front of you, my bro. Yo, that was one.
How was the nerves? How was the body? How were you feeling?
Bro, you bring the nerves back now. Yeah, that was that first moment. But then, just before you must go on, you just tell yourself, yeah, this is what you do, man.
Let's do what I gotta go, bro.
This is what you do. What else are you gonna do? And also that day, my son came to watch me for the very first time ever.
Your son, yeah.
For the very first time ever. It's such an event, my biggest event at the time, you know. And they number one, my son is waiting. Otherwise, if I don't do this, he's gonna continue listening to Ricky van die Frontline, whatever, you know. So I go in and I just check my son. And number two, this is what I do, man. This is who I am. Some of those people came to see
So that
me.
inspired you to move it.
I go out there, bah. It's young OG. I skrik with the speakers, whatever. Yeah. There we go.
You know what? And you know why I mentioned this? Because I remember watching the status when I was. I'm like, nah, fuck up me, bro, man. Because I watched it and I was like, nah, your light is watching. For me, it was class also to see, man.
Take a moment.
And now, if you look at stuff like that, do you think it also helped you, propel you in what you do?
Yes, definitely.
Like being on the stage, like being on bigger stages, man.
Yes, it did. It made. I think that moment in life made everything else seem like, yeah, you can do this. If you can do that, if you could do that, then you can do this.
And what was it like on the family basis? So like, were they always supporting you?
My
Let's say extended family, moms, aunties, and things like that.
Oh, my bro, my mother and my father and my aunties and my oppas and everybody actually in my family, they are the most supportive people ever. You know, they also keep me grounded. There's like just a liquor vibe when I'm there. You know, same when you outside and you're just saying, and as soon as you get into the place, you
yes,
calm, peace, liquor, just cousins and whatever. So they were all very, especially my mother and my father.
Yes.
They were, I used to, look, I might sound bad or not, but I used to get suspended on school. And we used to phone us, no scooty.
Yes.
And my mommy and my daddy, they always used to stand up for me, you know. And since that time, not stand up for me like, no, you're wrong, he's not wrong, but Amir, you mustn't do this again. They didn't hit you or make you feel junk, man. And you just continue. And then when I told him about this rapping stuff, even when I told him I had a child, when I told him about the rapping, when I leave my job,
okay, wait, you must now step back here. So when you told you had a child, what did they say?
When I told,
Yeah, when you
okay,
said, how did you voice him?
okay.
That's a fun.
Nobody heard
This
that
is a
story
piece of
actually.
The mensen was what a year. Get kind of kaks. How did you tell your time the first time? Listen here. How many kids many life?
Nobody.
What?
Okay. So how do I tell my daddy and my mother? There was two separate ways. There's the daddy, you know, yay, da. Now my mommy, all I did was I messaged her on WhatsApp, told her, mommy, we're pregnant.
We're pregnant.
I did. Ma,
We're pregnant. Okay.
No, I said, mommy, Labika is pregnant, you know.
Okay.
And she replied, oh, don't worry, my boy, man. Everything will be fine. Ne? This is all us plans. Don't worry, my boy. Come home, Kanala.
Come home.
Come home. I want to give you a hug, man. Okay. That was a response.
Is that a response?
Yeah, but
wow.
Maybe there was. I'm sure there was a feeling of.
Nah, the only reason I'm saying that's why because I wish I had a response like that. They called me. I'm like, that's a brilliant. And then just wie is wat? Dat je waar wie ges? You know what I mean? So I mean, you got a good one. You know, they said,
Yo, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would have taken it if it was like that. You know what? My daddy actually, when I told my daddy, Alvia. Mr. Alvia.
Anyways, you owe.
Nah, my daddy, what I did was I won a tacky. No? I won a tacky from Jack Lemkus.
Lemkus, yeah.
To be honest, it was the best tacky I had there in my collection. And then when my daddy came home that night from work, I said, daddy.
You saw the blow.
I first give him the tacky.
It's the same size.
For you. With the same size, yeah.
What size are you?
9.
A size 9. Okay, 9.
Normal.
Nice, maybe also 11.
Nah.
I was like, nah, that's not 11. So. But go on.
Yeah, and so I gave him the tech. He said, yo, shukran. And then I said, I'm pregnant or something. Like, he was just so quickly like, so what gaat jy nou maak? And whatever. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to leave university. I'm going to go work for her and work for the kid and whatever.
Oh, so you said all of the stuff.
Shuma, bro, that's the goal from the start. And I told him. And I told him, and it was like.
Listen, your guys didn't see what happened. Anyways, you see what happened. That's what happens when you cook Doritos. Go on. Go on.
Yeah, and so I just told him, this is what I'm going to do, you know. And then he said, okay, then go for it.
So, I mean, they were fully supportive.
It was both quite easy.
All the way out.
Just the way I told him was different.
And for you as a young man, how old are you at the time? Or you what?
I was 18.
18. So 18 at the time, 18 you were having your first lighty. How did that change your mindset?
I think it made me more of a young OG than what I was even before that.
Okay.
So young OG means young, but you have that OG, man.
Yes.
Offering game, whatever. You have that gedachtes in your head, you know, the dawa. So when I got a lighty, it made me think different to people my age, who was also 18 that time or whatever, or teens or 20-year-olds, you know. And I started to just push for work because I know, I need to buy nappies, I need to buy milk, I need to do this, I need to go take them to clinics and stuff. How am I going to do that without money?
Yes.
And my parents were so supportive, but I don't want to push this on them, you know.
Yeah.
I want to be able to see to the stuff. And it just changed my whole mindset from that time, you know. And also with the rapping, I didn't want my son to think like, yes, old videos of Young OG, but why did he stop? Daddy, you must have.
Yes, okay. You know? So that's why you kept going.
And I kept going, but I don't want him to see, if my daddy going to give up, I'm also going to give up on a million other things.
And you made sure you stopped at 1.
I stopped at 1.
Yeah.
Oh, with a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually want to get another one.
Okay.
Been trying for 2 years. We haven't been trying, but I've been trying to convince my wife, let's have one, man.
So,
but she said, nah.
I don't want to get into this. So you're still shooting up the club?
Shooting up the club. What do you mean? Yes, man, bro.
You still shooting up the club?
Yes.
Okay, then I mean,
Definitely.
Then it's coming then.
Yeah.
Then it's coming though. You know, if you still shooting up the club.
Nah, we're shooting up the club frequently, bro.
Okay. Okay, it's too much information I got.
Just to clear things
Just
up,
to
maybe
clear-
if you're trying to think,
Okay. Hey, but how's the son? How's your first boy?
He's 5 years old.
He's
now.
5 years old. Okay, nice. It's a journey, man, bro. But yeah, you must know this light is not cheap though, no?
Not cheap, man.
Like, not cheap, yeah. How do you, if you, let's say in an instant that you're going to get better at what you do now, your craft, and you're going to get bigger stages, and you're going to be invited to more things, and you happen to get busy, so they're like, okay, Young OG, we're going to fly you out to New York, we're going to fly you, even we can beat local first, we need you out to Durban, you're going to go out to Joburg, you're going to spend a month here, you're going to spend 3 months out in Durban or in Bloom. Do you see yourself being able to be away from your family for that amount of time?
I
your
do,
dreams?
yeah. Yes, I do. I had to also prep my mind for that, for when
Okay.
that has to happen. Maybe a 2 days or 3 days away. It's tough now already. Even I can't go sleep without my son being in my house,
Yes.
or my wife being in my house. I have to have them there. But if it's gonna be for work, this is what I dreamed of. I dreamed
No, but
to
I
go-
mean, so they at least understand.
Nah, they understand.
Yeah.
They understand, bro. My wife also, she's very understanding. She knows, there's gonna be most of the weekends I need to go show the people what here's Young OG, whatever. Okay, yeah, salute, here's Young OG. I'm rapping here, I'm hosting here, just to be out there, and keep the brand going, keep the brand alive. She understands that I have to do that, man.
But that's cool. But that sounds like overall you had like a good support system,
Yes,
whether
very
from,
good
on a
support.
family level and even on an extended family level. You know what I mean? And I mean, your wife, does your wife listen to your music?
She's only listening to the newer
The newer stuff. I see your one track is doing quite well, eh? The latest one.
yeah.
I see it's been boosted on the views.
With Luda G,
Tell us about that song, just a little bit about it.
no.
How did the collab come in? That's what I mean.
Actually, I used to listen to Luda G and Pingy them years ago. They
Okay.
weren't yet as big as they are right now. I used to listen to them years ago, so I always was in love with their type of rapping. And I always wanted to rap with Luda G, young. And then it finally came to this place we were at at Ricky van die Frontline
Yes.
show. And me and Luda was performing, and we got each other respect. We said, yeah, let's do something, take the numbers, whatever. Then only 2 months or 3 months later, you see everything also like falls on
Yes,
when it's
like,
supposed to happen,
it's
man.
right time,
Don't rush
organically.
it. We're gonna rush it. It's gonna be cack, to be honest. So then he messaged me, say, yo, I have something here. I'm like, okay, cool, send it through. He sent it through. Ik heb gister gepraat saam met Jan op die phone. Ik drop hem bij en hij zei,
Yes.
ik yo, maar ze come after on this now, on
What
this.
am I gonna do now?
What am I gonna do, bro? I almost like, okay, not yet at that point. Now I'm like, okay, cool. What I'm gonna do now? That actually was done in 1 day. His
Yeah.
first one, he sent it to me.
Yeah.
And I get it. I soon as start writing, I go straight to Shan and I record that song finish. Not the song finish,
Your
just the
verse.
first verse and the second verse.
Yeah.
Now I send it back to him. Now he heard. He's like, okay, cool. Now 2-3 days later, he's come back. Now listen, I say in the car, listen, I just hear, is the man koud die in my kap gooi nog in gister is van my beats in error klit. I think, nah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this track.
Done with this track now.
It was just crazy, bro. It was hard, boss.
Yeah.
But then I just told myself, nah, Kiki, this might be something very big, man.
You know what? And I mean, I also listened. I've listened to almost all the songs that you've made, and it was cool. That seemed like you just gave a different flavor of you.
Yeah.
In
a
the
different
song, you know
flavor
what I
of
mean?
me, yes.
And it's class, though.
I think I'm transitioning to that point in my life now where I'm not too worried of what people would think of me, and what my parents maybe would say because they see me as an adult now. So this new phase of my life, I'm just living it to the fullest. If I'm gonna now show you how I really talk, because most of the time it's just to keep everybody happy, Hi, it's the boy from Rocklands, such kind of vibes. But now I just feel like I'm in a...
Wat was that? Wat was that? Wat was that? Wat trek wat hy sê, If you don't talk like hoe praat jy?
Ja, sien jy. So now I'm just...
vark friete en dan haal hy fucking bore uit voor ek julle fucking almal klap in die vark uit.
Yes, man.
Dan gaan ons
Fuck it.
The way you said it, like you undercover demon, you know what I mean? But I know what you mean, but you can relate to the streets too.
Yeah, when I show the people that is now like what I also know.
Rocklands, zo.
Yeah, yes, I am from Rocklands. It's just how I used to say it that time, man.
Oh.
I was very subtle, heavy English, but now I'm just exactly how I am. And also, someone that also taught me to just do whatever you want
Yes.
to do, man. Don't worry, was my late auntie,
Yes.
Auntie Fatima.
Auntie Fatima.
Allah Raham, she gave
Jannah.
me mad advice, yo. That lady was on another level and I took it, bro.
Since we are here, you said we're gonna dip into a little bit of that. Ik zie die man bak nou koeke ook en hy maak nou
bro,
pies en hy maak nou kosse en so. And I think that was now obviously a letter from your family's origins, of cooking and things like that. How do you feel like your mother, your aunties, and like that legacy of what they've been doing kind of filtered into what you do?
They also played a very big role. I always tell the story how Auntie Fatima, them used to speak to the window and then they act like that is a camera. Back in the days.
Okay.
And then it actually happened because they worked so hard and they also had a lot of trials and tribulations on their way up to wherever they got to now. You
Yes.
know, so they did play a massive role in my journey as well. Just to see how they are learning and stuff. And now also I'm starting to cook. Yes, you know, before Auntie Fatima left, we phoned each other FaceTime, and she
All the
tell
time,
me,
yeah.
look here, like this is just her point of view, man. This is some of the advice she gave. Look here, you see how it is here in this in the rapping scene and whatever. Do something else also, man. Just to have on your dingers, make some cooking videos that people is gonna like.
Also,
that.
she inspired that in you
She
to do
told
it.
me to do it, and I always used to tell her, nah,
Nah. But I mean, could you make food though?
nah.
You couldn't make food.
No.
You could vadala.
I could
but
eat food, yes. That's why it's the journey, the legacy continues with Fatima Side.
Yes.
Then I read from the cookbooks. I'm showing people how easy it is to cook
follow,
from her
yes.
recipes and to continue the legacy. Because me, I can't really cook, but I'm gonna use a book now in this video, and we're all gonna learn together how she did this, you know. And then that's the whole process of the show.
And now I mean, so now rapping and doing this, is it working? Is it working for you quite? Like I mean, like in terms of how you do it.
Yeah, it's at first I was like, yo, people's gonna.
Nah,
see
but that's
now
what I'm
as a-
saying now. Like if I'm a phone in Yango Jim, I book you to be the chef, or am I gonna book you to rap?
That's why you
Nah,
must
that's what I'm
you must
saying.
tell me. You must tell me what it is. But it's working good now for me. Like I told you, it's a brand now, you know?
Okay.
Young OG CPT is a brand. You call in, you can either get a verse, you can either get a performance, you can either get me to eat your food, you can either get me
Yes.
to cook for
Actually,
you.
you do
and
the
stuff
reviews
like that,
also
you know?
now, the flick also,
It's
yeah.
or event organization and whatever. I will do all of that. So it's a brand. So it's fine. I just and you know, it's for my content. I want to keep my social media alive all the time.
Yeah.
And the people is actually really enjoying it. How I eat so, me bro.
Yeah. You know, while I have you here, I must also say that, bro, kijk eens, your auntie and your mother, I met like years ago, no?
Sure.
And I'd met him, I think I met your auntie before I'd met you.
Yes, you did.
In the early days, coming to Bush Radio, and we had a quiet relationship on the basis of the first time she came. We did, I think it was the time before, just before the cookbook had come out, and we chatting about the journey and stuff, my bro. But I was used to put a request in every time she suck. I tell her, my bro, you must bring one of that salomis with my bro. Listen here. As she used to sing it, even Basa about the work used to tell me, my bro, Maya, you can't must invite Fatima Side every 2 weeks. I said, my bro, but did you say how the salami pipe? I brought her to my joint, and we had and I mean she met my mom and everyone, and we chilled and we spoke, and she came weekend, and we had a lot of, I think we shot the early stuff. I remember the Daltis and Kaparang stuff.
Yes.
And guess
With the
what?
puppets, no? With the puppets.
Yeah, so now this is what I'm getting to in the story. So even in those early days, you know what she used to tell me? She said, I have a nephew that raps. Do you know that?
Yeah.
And she used, what I'm trying to tell you is that she was telling people about you, whether you knew it or not. Like even in the early, she was, no, you must maybe invite him here one day. And I think that's also how we linked even later.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So now the fact
it
that
was her actually that got me and you to link. Like she told me, you know, go there at that. And even when I came there, this man said, "Waar is je roeties?" I was 18 years old.
I was like,
"Waar is je roeties?"
This was all side.
So he knew, yeah.
It was in the blood, man, bro. Did you bring nothing with? Oh, you can't advise me on. Didn't advise you to bring something with you.
You knew me from that before you knew me as young OG.
Okay, but then we have another story about I in the Rocklands old days.
Yeah.
Down the road volgens.
Asu. In the Rocklands, lekker chilling, easy
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, no. So now with what you're doing right now, does it correlate in terms of like, you know, again, everything, because now you see it's much bigger now. So now it's not just music, it's cooking also, it's, you know, it's reviews and stuff like that. Do you feel like you're giving enough time for each thing, including family time?
Yeah. I'm gonna be quick and honest with you. That's my opinion to things. I try and make sure that everybody gets watered. Each of those things is a plant, you know.
Yeah.
You know, each of them the same time. So for family, I obviously give much more time.
Yeah.
Because for them, they are the most important, you know. But I make sure that I'm with everything.
And considering everything that you do, and you're Muslim, right?
I'm Muslim.
I'm making it clear, most now. So now Islamic values, and then I'm just asking, do you find enough time to do any spiritual thanking, you know, and things like that?
Yes, bro. Because it was also installed into our normal daily routine from young, you know, especially Pa. I think we spoke about Pa.
Yes.
Time I saw
Nah, I mean, I said like it's to be plain and blunt, maar just Allah.
Yes, my bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna get to that. So we make salah. We not every single day or every single. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not perfect.
Now,
know,
you
like
know
that.
the reason I'm asking is because here the adhan's going on for Asr. And
Yes, I do, my bro. I thought that's why we're now talking about
that's why we all.
spiritual
That's
things.
what the adhan's going on, by the way,
We
guys.
don't
Yeah.
still speak about marriage
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, quite.
Uh,
So yes, I do make salah, make dhikr and whatever. you know.
okay, so I think even to bring it more closer, what do you feel is your relationship with your creator right now?
Right now, yo, I'm so
On a personal level, like to you, man. And it doesn't have to. This is not the pitch perfect answer. I just want to know for you, man. On your journey, like how does that, how is God incorporated in everything that you do?
So actually, to be honest, for me, I would like. I want to give this to you in the best way possible.
No,
man.
you take your time,
The
bro.
way my things fall into place is because of my relationship with Allah. You
Yes.
know, before you can get anything, you need to pray for it, man. Need to be whether it's a Jum'ah, whether it's only during the day, whatever. When you make dhuhr and asr, you need to pray for it. Ya Allah, yo, I really need give me the strength to work hard enough to can get a car or to
Yes.
can maybe ace it in this interview or whatever, you know. And that's how you butchering. And for me, most of the time, to be honest with you, everything falls into place in its own time. And I always go back once it happens. I say, yo, shukr Allah, yeah, shukr, always. So even if I'm chilling and I'm like, maybe I'm alone at home or something, I hear sound, and I know Allah is everywhere. That's how I see it. Like,
Yes.
I really believe it. Like, Allah, what was it?
Yes.
You know, like, yeah, like I know Allah's with me. I'm like, Allah, what was that? No, then
Yes.
yeah, then there's nothing. I say, it's fine.
Also-
Or maybe I just walk around and say, you know what, Allah, go and wait for some or whatever. You know, I speak so.
You constantly have
I
this
speak to Allah,
conversation
my bro.
all the time.
I speak. Sometimes I say, "Yo, I don't want to see this on the day of Qiyamah, like such stuff. You know.
Okay.
So it's always on my conscious. The deen and such kind of things.
Alhamdulillah, Allah keep you steadfast, brother. Now, and while we are here, no, if you look at you in the early days, and you think of some of the men that's around you, when you were rapping and stuff like that, no, do you still have, are the same people still around you since like the early days?
Are you just talking about people, my team, or
Your
rappers?
team, like team and rappers.
Okay, yeah. So most of the people, 90% of the people is gone.
Okay.
That was there with me throughout the journey. You know, there's still a few that's been there from day one until now, and there's a few that I skit with since your Scooties, your Rudies, your Uzis, and so forth, and also part of the team like Catline. You know, Catline
Yeah.
family. They've always been there assisting me from the very get go, from that very first music video. You know, and Chepo, Shoot Your Shot. That is still my team. I'm still with them, but there was a lot of people that say, hey, be with me, man. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you and whatever. Then a month later, they're gone.
They're gone, yeah.
Sinjay.
So now, are you telling me? So I mean, what the 90% that's gone? I mean, what happened? Did life happen for them, and they had to go do their own stuff, or did the man just dip?
Okay, so some of them, they were just talking shit, you know?
Ah.
They were just trying to be quiet in front of me.
Okay.
And then some of them, they see, hey, this business is actually very difficult here in
Okay.
Cape Town, you know. Nah, I'm not going to dala anymore, safe. So such vibes. And some of them, they just disappear, bro. That's about it. But me, I don't give a shit, you know?
Yeah.
If you're not going to be with me, this is basically my journey.
So
But
now, then how's your? I'm not gonna say your bullshit detective. If you look at how you handle people today now versus you 5 years ago, like when you I'm trying to say this in a quiet way, man. How do you could like when you connect with people, no? How do you know the means is genuine?
yo, my bro.
Like what do you look for any red flags? Like, okay, nah, man, this man's not legit. This man's really with me. Or, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's actually very tough these days to trust. I'm going to be quite honest. Like 90% of the people I do meet, I don't even feel like, yeah, I'm going to talk to you again, man.
Okay.
Not in a bad way.
Yes.
Just because I'm sure you can relate, me, bro. You get sick of 30 people a day
Brother,
that's coming up to you.
We're not
know?
ready for my journey. I'm gonna tell you a lot of stuff about that.
Yeah, no. Now
you know,
that is the vibe. But so much people and whatever that comes up to you, it's difficult to actually. Now I'm gonna look now. What do you have? Because then I will have too much friends, and it's not
Yes.
good to have too much friends or too much close people. So it's basically those times when you're chilling liquor for long, maybe, and you see this, but I like nice people, man.
Okay.
That's the type of people I like to chill with. To be honest, the East times where
nice with about manners and stuff.
yeah, man, there is times if you fuck around.
Yes.
we're gonna get our other not nice friends, you know,
Yes.
whatever to sort you out. But majority of the time, I like nice people.
Yes.
I like people that's funny, man, and they can make me laugh and don't wanna battle about things and stuff and just make me laugh and it's also silly, man. Also, but they don't know they're silly. That's the type of people I like to be around.
So
You know,
would it be safe to say there's some people that like that you can that you connect with and then after you're just like nah, I don't scat again really. Not
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea.
Because maybe the first time you met them, they were keeping him like this, were you with you, know? And then you just get to know them a bit more, and you're like, oh no, sir. Manita. Oh no, sir. What's happening here, bro?
What's your malfunction, Aya? Why is the mother keeping him on a bully brusted?
Like that? Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
nah, fuck that shit. Sorry, bro.
And in the space that you obviously maybe do you feel like there's enough time to still have like the same kind of friendships that you used to have?
Yes. Look, if this person is a true friend, they will also know you're a busy guy, whatever. But when we can alarm, and it's gonna kick off exactly at the point where we stop
When we
alarming.
stop,
you
yeah.
know? As soon as I'm gonna see you, I don't still want to hear of how you nog als gooi me weg, how you verlaat.
Do you hear that? I mean, you know what? That's so funny that you say that. I've heard this kak so many times. Gooi man kak weg.
Ja, my bro, yo.
They were like, maar joh, wat zei je? Joh, gooi man kak
Kak weg, joh.
Zei mijn bro. Zij is jas, man, is bizar. Ik weet, mijn bro. Hoe mensen
Exactly,
gooi je
bro.
weg, mijn bro. Kijk naar je vier kunnen, zei ik gooi je weg. Dat is mal, zei. Ons kijk een lief hier bij.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly.
Because what people don't understand is that when the hustle's real, the hustle's cock real. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you still have that stress as my wife, my lighties. I gotta get this, I gotta do this, and now obviously you're in a different space of how you have to move, and you know you have to move more intentionally.
Exactly.
You have to move intentionally. It can't be like los bandag. Ja, maar het is vrijdag.
There
Of
has to
gaat
be-
koels maar op de beach.
Exactly,
Sorry, ik
you
moet naar
can't do
weg.
such
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the people is crazy out there, you know, and also everything need to be scheduled, like man, your days and stuff like that. So,
Listen, I also asked another person this, but I'm gonna ask you this only because this is like probably the MCs that I'm having on here between Kendrick and Drake now. No, you see that beef now. We must saw now. Meet the Graham's, Family Matters, Not Like Us. I mean, Euphoria. The list goes on of the districts. Who do you think won the beef, and who do you think is a better artist?
okay. So won the beef after all the time
Yes.
was Kendrick.
Okay.
Won that specific beef, you know. But I'm not a Kendrick fan. From the get-go, I was Drake.
Yes.
Drake. Even when the beef went Not Like Us first drop, I'm still like, nah, fuck Drake. Because I think it's maybe because I'm just such a big
Drake fan.
Drake fan.
Yeah.
He's an inspiration, but he's good
Yeah.
at what he does. So I was always saying, nah, that's my one. But then I started listening more and more to the Kendrick song, like probably A minor. And I'm like,
Yes, bro.
okay, it's
Nah,
fine.
Not
Kendrick
Like Us,
won.
Not Like Us is a fucking banger.
Hey?
Not Like Us is a fucking banger.
Nah, it's a banger, yes.
That's a fucking West Coast banger, man. You know?
He struck gold there. That's going to be forever a banger.
Apparently, it's the highest grossing hip hop track on Spotify in the history of Spotify.
Ever, yes, I know.
So, I mean, salute K Dot, bro.
Yeah,
and the
he
funny
wants-
thing is, I say this, but I'm still also a bigger Drake fan still.
Yeah.
And if you ask me what I'm listening to when I'm driving, I'm a pass out Drake, bro.
Pumping Drake,
I'm
yes,
pumping that drizzy, bro.
Me too.
But I'm not playing Kendrick while I'm driving. But now I'm clapping Not Like Us in the whoop. You know what I mean? We must.
Away.
You know what I mean?
But you know, you have to still tell up for Drake because that man was coming back. He's not really such a type of lyricist.
Yes.
But he didn't care that it's against Kendrick Lamar, one of the most prestigious lyricists of all time. He'd say, come, man. Now I'm going to tear you. And he gave him scenes, so you have to still tell up for him for that, man. Nice.
And you know who Kendrick Lamar's idol was. I mean, when it comes to hip hop, in terms of rapping,
You're going to say Tupac.
I must not just want to
I knew
face you
it.
out. Try
I knew
to
you
tell
were
you
going to say
something.
Tupac, yeah.
Listen here. So now when it comes to if you tell me, I asked the man, so this, I don't know if I must put you on the spot with this question. But I can. Could I? Should I?
I think
Should
you
I?
should, bruh. This
Should
is the PSA podcast.
I asked this question and I didn't ask it for a very long time because some people, they felt about the hurt when I asked him this question because they didn't know how to respond to it. But I'm going to ask in any case.
What?
3 kakkers rappers in Cape Town.
Oh, 3. Oh!
This is,
Nah,
this is not to incite anything. Just who do you think is kak?
3 kakkers rappers. I told you said 3 kakkepaarlijke rappers, my bro. Oh,
Nah.
Yo.
I don't know, it's just because the man is like, why are you working the man of beef? I said, this is not beef. I'm asking the man to give me the honest opinion. You asked me 3 kak rappers. I could give you 3 kak rappers who I think are. But that's the question is not to me today. The question is to
You always gonna base you.
Yeah,
Now come,
you
you
want
base
to
me
do-
now, and then I'll base you.
Because they don't listen to Tupac, it's Young OG, yeah, and Young OG.
Okay, nice,
I don't,
alright.
I don't play Young OG in my
Alright.
house because you don't grant Pac. So yeah. Anyways, who don't you grant?
You this manskap.
Okay,
He gate me now.
It's so rude to say.
Kijk,
Kak, I'm gonna say,
we stood up lekker by your house, ne?
we did in the early days. I remember.
Sinds I also know like lekker. Me
So?
and usually this man has a notebook.
Alle mensen, bro.
Nee, but that's gevaarlijk.
Ah,
He has a
gevaarlijk.
hardcover, 4 or 5 hardcovers with verses. And I'm not
Verse.
talking kak verses, my brothers, man.
You know what?
So nah, that's why he always gives me advice as well. Every single year that we've known each other, he's giving me some top quality advice. You know,
know
so
what?
that's why I
Because-
take it because he knows.
Nah, I mean, you know, in the early days, we dropped a mixtape. Me and my brother, we dropped a mixtape back in 2006. Or was it 2006?
Sure.
2007? No? We dropped a mixtape in 06, no? It was called, fuck, what was it called, bro? But anyway, it was me, it was Junior Miles, it was Wayo, it was Deezer. We recorded all with the Muffin Man in the early days. So me and Muffy went to school together, no?
Okay.
So Muffy used to send us beats. This is back in the days. This is young and it was just starting in
Yeah.
the early days. We all met. We were like 17 at the time. No, I wasn't. I mean, this was before that. We were like 14, 15. And we're like, nah, this rapping kak is a vibe, man, bro. We rapped in what. And then I was like, is this something the man's gonna do? Nah, I went to go turn up. I was with the man's brother, man. Like, I think I've been very vocal about my life story,
Yeah.
about mensen knowing, like, so it was gonna be music. It was Lamin with the Borussia.
Yeah.
And you knew what was better. Well, for me at the time, bro. The street was calling my name, Maya. Let's say, Maya, part to
Sideshow. Yeah, we
know-
go to sideshow.
Look at this is even before those
Oh,
days.
so that's
That's like- this-
Galaxy.
this is-
Or Doxa.
Brother,
Oh.
B2.
Damn.
This is before the sideshow. This is the early gala days, early atmosphere, even before that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that for me was more appealing at the time. And then by the time we got back into it, but I was always at bro writing the rhymes in class.
Yeah, that, I was going to say now it's always been a part of your life.
That's always been a life because the thing is, me, my love for hip hop has never left me.
Yeah.
When I transitioned into radio, I asked myself, I actually had a very important conversation with myself. Do I want to be an artist or do I want to be someone that's willing to give a platform to men who actually want to do this because I know how hard it is. I was like, you know what, if I don't put myself in a position to not be a gatekeeper, but to be in a position where I could be a springboard for other men,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna do that because there's many few of us on that line. Because rappers, there was gonna be another 1,000 rappers,
Yeah.
but there wasn't gonna be another colored bro on the radio at the time saying, "Host, this is my man, so I'm gonna put all of them on." You know what I mean?
Fuck.
So
Definitely, bro.
So I had to transition, but otherwise for the book, I still have it there, bro. Maybe I might come out, I might drop a tape. Me and Young OG might drop a tape next week.
Salute.
But I'm gonna first let him listen to the greatest hits back to back, bro. Okay, but are we gonna digress here, Moorsa? Is there 3 rappers that you don't grant? Not don't grant, we don't listen to.
Look, there is
I'm ready for someone to beef you, basically.
rappers that I don't grant. But I don't
Okay,
to vice them,
Don't
man.
advise him. Okay, that's
Look,
fine.
I'm good with everybody since
Yes.
everybody is duidelijk with me. I'm almost like Mr. Meyer.
Huh?
Like every rapper that I've met, every rapper that knows me, every influencer, whatever you want to call it, they all duidelijk with me since. So I'm not gonna now voice, nah, this 3 broers is kak, because there's not even one brother that I'm on that point with.
Yes.
Where I'm gonna now say he's kak, you know. But there are rappers that's kak.
Just to put it out.
Just so that you know,
just want to make
you
sure.
don't whoever thought they were safe now. You're not safe.
Yeah.
There are rappers that's kak. I just won't say it, man.
Okay, now
Since
it's fine. I respect that. I respect that. Listen here, so now talking about rappers and rapping kak, now we must gonna put you to the test, boss.
Yo, my bro, you're not gonna ask who's my favorite 3 in Cape Town.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to that after you. Now we're not first gonna see if you
Nah,
are
enough, bro. You said you want me to do that immediately after I say this rappers. That's kak.
I think it's gonna make for a good clip.
Nah,
I think it's gonna say as kak rappers. I know someone's gonna say, "Taisa kak, I'm." Listen, we listening to blow before the time. So we don't want to go do that rap now.
Nah, we can dala, bro.
So do you say mas start as a young little baby?
Hello, baby.
Anyone or that one in a minute? You ready
Yeah.
in a minute? Okay. So we're gonna do this. Salute, guys. Shout out to Mr. Maya back here with the PSA. Public service announcement. As the Mayas, Young OG in the black. The boy from fucking
Salute
Rocklands. What, bro?
The boy from Rocklands. Shout out to the OG gang. Yeah.
Yo, LBH.
I see.
Tala.
I'm lamming you with user can now Osim win lost. First it was the radio and now this podcast. I'm looking at my ops and I'm calling him a pussy. Where is the boss? Oh, there it is, Rudy. I don't freestyle cause my style ain't free. The name is Young OG and I make history. Since the days when I was rapping at WC. And frequently, the Nayas can't fuck with me. I'm sick and tired of this environment that we live in. We killing, we stealing just so we can make a living. I wanna make a change, I wanna be the instigator. Climbing the steps, I'm not using no elevator. Separating wrong from right, I'll be the segregator. The meditator, mess with me now and I'll see you later. Or working on myself so I could be the very best. Take the road to success on the Orient Express. I stay loyal like the knickknacks price. Whenever the year is flow, they like damn he nice. I do the shit precise while I'm rolling the dice. And life's just a gamble when you living in the hood. The dangers, the vileness are misunderstood. Cause the greats are expired from shots that were fired. Told you I'm a vulture with the Mitchells playing culture. All the hippies are floating from the boaties that they're smoking. The lighties and the kinders busy fighting for their land. That's what I don't understand. Trying to be the man when you're not even a man. It's not a walk in the park. So if you walk in the dark, you see them lighting a spark. And there his phone ring. The name is Young OG. I can rap and I can sing. The name is Young OG and I am the fucking king. The name is Young OG.
Go back. Maaf, bro.
Yeah. From the Mitchells playing, the rhymes are so insane. I cannot be contained. This phone just ring again and I didn't.
No. You can well see my cocks on do not disturb. Maaf, bro.
Nah, it's alright, my bro. It's alright, my
You know
brother.
what? This is gonna be a jazz club.
It's alright, my bro.
Go with it, bro. You can just wherever.
I
Wherever you
cannot
just
be
pick it up, bro.
contained. My brain is to be blamed. Young OG the king. Yes, that is his name. And if you pimp your bruiser, then you don't got lane. And Natalie, I be smooth, just like my butter bee. How can you be so smooth, but you also such a G? Please say your prayers to the high almighty. The name is Young OG CPT. You can't fuck with me. I made a liquor song with my bro Ludaji. And this is a freestyle. Look how he smile. Oh, you can't see it cause he's not in the video. The name is OG and I got that beast flow. Salute to Yusrik for putting me on. The name is OG. I'm gonna smoke the bong when we leave the studio. Yeah, Don Julio up in the hand and I'm the man. The name is Young OG. I made the song with Culture Gang. The name is Young OG and salute to the Kenna fam. Where we be lambing, the Owens be spanning. And I just stick tight with the Moorsa pipe. They call for me the cop start. Drake my mommy my cake and this is a freestyle. How I spit for you. You know what we do. I'm number one, not number two. Oh bro, Jay.
Ja, wat sê die plek, man?
Young OG in die plekken.
Wie vark bellen terwijl ons bezig is?
You see there, when adversity is thrown in your way by even a phone call, you continue, man. Sinjay.
Maar G, waarom? Listen, man, you so all gonna see this clip, so you must decide what you think, man. You must write it.
Yeah, write it please in the write it in the comment. Say if I may be one of the cut.
Nee, waarom, bro? Let's get back to it, bro. Is any new drops?
New drops coming. Yeah, there's a lot of new drops that's coming.
On the lookout for.
So myself and Luda G and Culture Gang, we're releasing a track. And then myself and Shine CPT, we're releasing this. It's going to be a dope track. It's called Fire Burn. You know, we're going to have the music video filmed also now soon. So those are two that I can confirm right now.
Coming out, yeah.
You know? But yeah, just keep an eye out for that one, for those two.
So now we can must get to the main that you actually fuck with Cape Town. You told me some of the people you said in your top 3.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So my top 3 is going to be in no particular order.
Yes.
Luda G.
Okay.
Culture Gang.
Okay.
Pingy.
Wow.
That's my top 3.
That's an interesting combo.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, how did you come to this list, bro?
You know, for Luda G, number one, that man make rhymes like it's like, how do you make such rhymes, Sinjay, and such flow? He has such a good musical talent. I always tell him when we're chilling, how do you make such flows, my bro? What the hell is going on? And then Culture Gang, that man is for me is one of the best freestylers. He can make a mistake, he can come back, he can rap for you. Whenever I'm chilling with Culture, we will be chilling, and I say, my bro, what the verse? Ba, 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 ba. And I think, oh, this man is just on the other level.
Yes.
Sinjay, and then Pengi, that voice of his, man. You don't have to be the best lyricist out there, but that voice of Pengi and turn my burnout, turn my turnout,
Yes.
and turn the man is like a little baby vibe, Sinjay. So that is who I fuck with. And for me, the top three doesn't have to be best lyricist. If you ask me best lyricist, I'll give that, but that is just who I fuck with the most, Sinjay. And look, I'm actually gonna say this because I already gave my top three now the other day.
Yes.
Someone asked me, what about Ricky van die Frontline, man?
Yes.
Where Ricky's concerned, I see him as the king of Gom.
Okay.
Sinjay. So if you can ask me top three Gom, I will give you there and you will be number one.
Okay.
But yeah, but with these cats, it's Culture Gang, Luda G, Pengi. My favorite.
If you could do a track with anyone right now, would you do a track with?
Where?
Like just general internationally, one artist you do a track with, one artist locally you do a track with right now if you could. Studio sessions booked, we going now, easy beats, you know I know.
Yo, you know,
Minimum music video.
internationally it would be either Drake or
Okay.
Central C.
Or Central C.
It marks such a vibe, man. You know?
Okay,
Right
decent.
now I'm feeling. And then yeah, in what you talking about, South Africa?
Yeah,
or
South
Cape
Africa.
Town?
Now Cape Town, they said all of South Africa, bro.
In South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa.
I think the person who I'd really like to work with would have to be. Fuck me, bro. I don't even know. Let's say, not Casper Nyovest, man. Casper
You just
Nyovest.
said not.
Nah, not him. Not now anymore.
Why don't you get a guess, bro?
Hey?
Don't you get a
Nah, I love Casper, man, bro. Man is gevaarlijk. Also one of the pioneers, businessman, but
Yeah.
not now, man. Not
You
on
can't
this.
stray if AK was alive, you would definitely say him, right?
Who?
AK,
If I would, who would I choose?
if he was alive.
If he was alive, my bro. Oh yes, if he was alive, I would want to make a song with him.
Yeah,
That answer would have been so easy if
Yes.
AK was alive. Say, nah, AK, I want to dollar with.
Conversation, my bro. How many South African superstars do we still have after that man is gone?
Sure, you know me, bro, and that man was important, bro.
Nah, the mega, my bro.
They were like, I'm speaking of Rick, and
Yes.
AKA. Sure, they were important, but especially our type of rappers, you know,
Yes.
the up and comers or the ones that's not maybe the majority, maybe your colors and whatever.
Yes.
They were the not gatekeepers, the gate openers. They were the ushers.
Yes.
But now that they're gone, bro, it's even more tough, man, bro. And some people is also, you know, falling off because those people is gone. A lot of people, you know, that was under their wing or whatever.
It's not the same.
Sinjay.
So now who's it gonna be then? Who you gonna make a number with?
In South Africa, I think I'd probably make a number with, let's say, Blackie or Nasty C.
Last year, okay, Black and SEC. I thought you were ready. I thought you were ready for that Tyler collab.
Nah, I was
never
gonna
know.
say Tyler, me, bro.
Nah, you never know.
I was gonna, but then I check, nah, man.
No, it's a bit
Because that can me, bro. My wife don't like her, Sinjay.
your wife don't get it.
That's the only person my wife don't like in the world.
He said, why your wife don't get it?
I don't know, whenever a song about play or video say, put off this, man. Then I tell her,
Your wife a hater, man.
then I tell her, Kiki, do you know she's the new Ariana Grande? They say, never. Don't ever say that about. But I think she's cool, though. But
It's cool.
Yeah, I won't.
Listen here, Tyler's sex is wild though. Like, I watched a little bit of a documentary about it just the other day, and I was telling
Yeah.
someone, yo, you know what? This is the first time we got a star, my bro, that went like that fast
Yes, bro.
international.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm still comprehending it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. it
Like,
happened kak
because
fast,
you
man.
know, well, normally with artists, you see a slow grind. Like if you look at the early artists, you're like, okay, they were part of this crew. They rapped here, they
Yeah.
did the shows here. You know, they
Straight.
flew around here. It was just like no, but I mean, no disrespect to the journey, but I mean, it was like, yo, you smooth, jumped a paar hurdles.
Jumped a
The
paar hurdles,
Grammys,
Grammys, my bro.
Grammys. Yo,
I wonder how
bro.
that happened, bro. I wonder what it could have been, you know? But she's gevaarlijk, man.
Yes.
Kijk, she's international. A sound, a style, everything. She chose the proper way to go. You know, she probably ticked off all the boxes, and that's how she became this
No,
famous.
for
And
sure.
also, you like we mentioned at the start, social media, bruh.
Yes.
Because that back in the day, nobody got so big because social media wasn't so big, man. So that song of us, Make Me Sweat, Make Me Water, it was so international. People in America, they all thought it's American song.
More harder though.
DJ Nino.
Yo,
bruh.
local version
DJ
always
Nino
clap
is dala, man. That's my song when I cycle at gym, bro.
Okay.
Then you must first cycle low. Make me sweat. Then DJ Nino's beat drop. Then you stand and you turn your thing harder. Make me sweat. Ay, make me harder. So
Listen here, so here's a mad question for you, right? So, a collab track now, a collab track with Tyler, right? And you're gonna reach the same level of superstardom currently right now.
Okay.
But in order for you to do the song, you must allow your mochi because she must don't like her. Nah, listen.
Okay, yeah. So I'm
Well,
listening.
stay with your mochi, yeah, but never be able to reach that level of fame. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna stay with my mochi, bro.
Okay. Nah,
To never reach that fame.
don't
Sinds
face me when the camera is off. Nah, I got.
Nah, I follow nummer, bro.
Nah, I
Follow
don't have to
the
leave her for just a week.
I'm good where I am right now.
good where I am
Sinds
right now, okay.
If that's gonna be what it takes, then it's duidelijk. I'm gonna chill it out here.
Listen here, they're resurrecting Biggie and they bring in Drizzy. They say, listen here, he's a twee man.
Who? Biggie and?
As Biggie and this Drizzy, strike man. Must do a track with us two man, but you must fall out everybody in the cup. And you can never ever see them again. And you're gonna be one of the biggest stars in the world, but you must say goodbye to all of your brothers. And you must match with us mensen now.
But my wife is still with me.
My wife can line
Okay,
with
yeah, gone.
Gone.
Safe to all the Owens.
Rudy, you got your answer. This is a fail fark.
Safe to all the Owens.
But you will see the crew at this back.
Huh? Yeah, I'll send the crew in this back, Sinjay. Send the crew in there, guys. But sorry, man. I'm chilling with Big Papa.
You know what? I like the fact that you were so honest. You know, and I've asked many people this question and they always gave me the sentimental answer. And because, no, I'm not saying all people are the same, no, but I think by nature, some people are going to say, nah, skat, I must stay, bro, even if I'm just going to be local. Sinjay. Then I asked, but I've asked him the same question when the mic is off. Well, you really done that? Josh, man. Ik kan mos nou eigen serie, ik moet nog een podcast schrijven.
Nee.
Listen here, since you still here, it's almost time for us to fucking wrap this shit up. It's been kaklik, you know, we just been vibing. Listen here, top 3 favorite foods since you in the food game also.
Top 3 favorite foods. Okay, number 1.
I got force you
no. Okay, so number 3 would have to be a leg of lamb.
Leg of lamb.
Number 3, a lekker leg of lamb. Lekker meat, scrumptious, juicy, you know, with oil and juicy also. About around your cheeks and you eating it, yeah. That's
but now, brother, a leg of lamb. Kak is expensive.
That's number 3. Number 2 would have to be let's say ribs. I'm gonna put ribs there is my favorite.
Who's ribs? Because it's
ribs, but it must,
Who's ribs? Like your own, your own, or you buying from a place?
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. My oven broke, man. So
okay.
3 years ago, I didn't
So I haven't made the ribs.
I haven't made the ribs myself, but I always buy.
So whose ribs do you buy? You don't have to plug them in. So I'm just asking.
Wherever you can find the ribs, man. But I had some great ribs at the ganja stop. You know, Craig them. Oh no, not Craig them. Sorry, everywhere them. They made liquor. Brandon, they made liquor ribs there, me bro. Yo, Ciphers, me bro. Huh?
Go on, next one.
Device?
Next one.
Yeah.
Nou, Rudy.
Oh, yeah.
The different faces like my bro, change and confusing me.
Sorry, guys. No?
Yeah.
So those type of ribs I eat, no? And then also I used to ask Rudy to make me ribs. To be honest.
And okay.
He said he always gonna, but he didn't.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And then number 1 is gonna be routine curry, my favorite food.
But now what must be on the routine curry? Because you get munch on the routine, you can have chicken on the routine, you can have same bout on the routine.
It's the roti itself that makes it amazing.
Okay.
Back in the day in Rocklands, we used to eat roti and egg.
Yes.
We fry the egg, put the roti on, and if it was a lucky day, we have like a cheese also to grind over the egg.
But it must be like a fluffy roti.
Lekker, nice roti, man. Sinjay. Whatever roti is in, you can just eat and you can think, hey, this is curry, Sinjay. Even if it's an egg that have like a spice on.
A bro of mine, bro, I don't know, he's not operating anymore. Wendell, my bro, he had a thing called the hustle dog. Back in the days. Now Wendell used to take rotis and make anything in a roti. Kijk eens, hy used to gooi viennas, chips, soma krasams, Doritos,
peanut butter.
My bro, but it used to moer. Everyone used to grind it. A stuk sausage And that hustle dogs was actually a quiet thing at the time, bro. So now the fact that you saying that, I also went home, I'm like, oh, I'm more anything on the
Anything on the roti, bro.
What is it? There's some leftover hoender, right?
Sien jy?
Some lettuce, tomatoes, some man, evo in that mass.
Why, yeah. Don't be ashamed, guys. A roti is an amazing type of a food.
But it must be a good roti. It can't be that dry, boys.
It can't be. You
You
know
know that one that you know when you buy a diet, that roti is not the one. That's so like a plasticky, like a
yeah, yes,
there's
yes,
like a
yes.
brown spot in it, and it's so gummy. That's not a roti, bro. I don't know what that is, bro. But anyways, top 3 worst foods.
Top 3 worst food.
Of that you don't eat, food that you just don't eat.
That's very difficult, guys, because I eat everything.
There must be something you don't
But it would be either paints and poachies. I stopped eating that.
Is that because of how it smells when you come in?
No, and
because of the actual taste.
The person that made it was anti-vitamin, the moer. Even the smell. Just when I found out what it was, man.
Yes.
Then I stopped eating paints and poachies.
Stomach and food.
Tribes and trotters.
Yes.
So you were eating like stomachs and food.
I was like a gooey, like a chewy, so no?
Gooey, my bro. You'd say,
No?
oh,
But you cut it
lekker.
up in strips, so give you the whole stukker.
Nice strips. But the feet was in a moerse stuk like this. The
You
foot,
could see when you see that mach, no? That's a mad no one, no?
Then you see that mag. And you'd say, yo, my bro.
Wat
Was...
gooey nou, meisjes?
Nee,
Wij
maar
die
niet.
ou mense wat sê hy is koningskos. Die weet jy ou mense, dis koningskos.
Yeah, but they didn't much waste that time, my bro. They ate
Hulle
everything.
gewaste.
Yeah.
And one piece was
No, shukran, man. I have enough time today.
Listen, okay, second, what else?
Another thing I don't eat. I think that's one of the only things I don't eat.
Is
man.
it?
And cake. I'm not a cake person.
You're not a cake, but okay.
I eat cake.
You don't like cake? Not even ones with the on.
Not even. That is the only cake that I will
That's not a cake.
love.
What fucking cake is here on? Is all the bacon, man.
The cake that can get hair on and cannot get hair on.
So, but are you telling me there's really nothing else that you don't eat?
Just
You eat
paints and
acha?
poachies. I will eat anything.
You eat
And
acha?
obviously to my religion, I don't eat pork.
Yeah, nah, but obviously that doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I eat acha, my bro. I eat acha with
Nah,
everything.
check it.
I eat acha with a bread,
Beetroot?
peanut butter, acha.
Beetroot?
Yes, I eat beetroot with all my rice food.
You obviously with halal potatoes, defos.
Love potatoes.
Love potatoes. How many things?
Do you eat aubergine?
Aubergine? Nah, not really, bro. not. I'm not a fan though.
Oh, okay, you don't.
Like I'm never gonna order. Oh, I can have 2 aubergines. You know what I mean? I'm never in the spot like this. You know, if there's no aubergine, I'm not eating here. Like, oh, fuck that aubergine. Do you like aubergine?
Nah, I eat aubergine, bruh. Aubergine is
The
good.
real one or the emoji?
Nah, not the emoji. If you guys don't know, it's an aubergine. It's an eggplant. You know the emoji that you used when you send a schlong. You know, if you
Yeah,
maybe want to speak
that's
about.
why I thought like, okay, he's trying his tricks here.
Nah, it's a.
Like, no, they in the aubergine.
Nah, I was
You
being
make
honest.
me think that you don't want to eat in aubergine because volgens we pregnant.
Nah, man, bitter. Yo.
Okay,
It's gonna be a meme.
last back questions before we get a line. But you know, before I get into that, is there anything that you want to raise the answer here before? Because this is the first time you're here. Is there anything that you want to tell them?
Look, to be honest, it's just that I'm actually really happy to be here, my bro.
Yeah, you know, it's like we can vibe out so daily because we actually know each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
But I
my
think
bro.
People that's been on here, they're starting to notice that I really actually know this man. Just my brother, you know what I mean?
Why? Everybody. Nah, I usually know everybody. It's an honor to be here right now because I watched it from the very start when Tashrik them did their ones, no?
Yes.
The episodes. Then I remember I was at the gym when Mr. Tap out did these episodes and I'm watching and saying, yo, it's gevaarlijk to be on here. Since and I always get Usurik and most of the days are so unexpected, man, and I can't dial, but now I'm very happy to be here today. That's number one. Because I feel like there's a lot of superstars on the show, my bro.
My bro, you superstar, bro.
And it makes me feel, yay, I'm doing something right, you know. And then also, I just want to tell the people out there that remember, I'm not trying to be like youngster CPT. And then
Boys, make this far clear.
Kykie, that is the thing that's been with me forever since
So you
I
just-
don't want to be like youngster CPT. Since that is my
Can
life.
I tell you
And-
something before you?
Yeah.
I have to break your word now. On my way to the studio a couple of weeks back, actually for the last couple of weeks, I stopped the paar mensen because I did my own kind of like research on the
Yeah.
ground. I'm like, my bro, who do you customers have on the podcast? Because I want to hear from the streets, man. Because I'm in the
Kwai.
streets. I'm like, my bro, who do you customers have? There was a bakkie park just here outside. There's 2 brothers sitting there. My bro, my young OG, moet je op hij dunk sit. I said, who? Young OG. I said, what you? And your bro there behind you. My bro, Siago, chill.
Quite, yeah.
Go. So what I'm trying to tell, what I'm trying to tell you is you have a fan base of people that don't even think what you're saying right now about that other part.
True,
They
yeah.
just fuck with you because they're really granny, you know what I mean? Or
Quite,
maybe
yeah.
don't even know the stigma, but that's something that you on a personal level be having to deal with. But your people that are young OG fans, my bro. You know what I mean? I asked another person in the road, who do you scat with me? My bro, young OG. So your name came, you kept coming up and I was
Why?
like, my bro, I did voices, bro. He's
Why?
gonna stick out. And when I told someone, nah, that one's coming this week, they're like, oh, maar je kan niet wachten voor een episode. You know what I mean? But anyways,
Salute.
you go ahead.
You see, this is the type of advice and motivation he's been giving me since I was a light team, bro. Follow number. That is a form of motivation,
Yeah.
bruh. So I actually want to change what I just said now. I want to say salute to all of my fans for watching our music videos, for watching my food reviews. Since I see every comment that's on there, I just don't respond to it. I like everything. Since I see every comment. Salute for all the views. Salute to everybody that's seeing me now in public. I just want to also let you know me from social media, right? So if I see you and I look again away and walk away, I'm not being rude. You can come to me, but I just want to say I feel the love bigger and better than I've ever felt it before. Wherever I go, the people know, Sinze, who's the O? And that is the O to the G, young OG
Salute, my
CPT.
brother.
So I just want to say salute to my fans and salute to my family. Respect.
My brother, thank you for coming out. Your final question before we're going to leave you. Will you rather French kiss your grandfather or cock in your brook on stage? Thank you guys for
Kak in my
watching.
broek on stage.
Hey!